Hello, everybody.
You said that I was going to do it.
You said that I was going to do it.
No, you didn't.
I was supposed to go.
You were telling me that I was supposed to go.
You said I.
What the fuck?
Welcome back.
Damn it, Cayden.
This is episode 6 of Titletown Tonight. And we will be not glossing over, we will go into details and glazing that Commanders Packers win. And Thursday Night Football, roughly 6 days ago. We're a little bit late to this.
Just a smidge.
Just because it was on Thursday night. And we wanted to wait till Sunday to be in Monday to be able to get the full weekend recap for the NFL.
And it was worth it. I mean, we got some
crazy games.
Even though, Sunday and Monday night were pretty mid, I mean, it was just worth having the performances in the books. And as we kind of I briefly touched on last episode towards the end, we're looking to do some live streaming so we can get a in-depth analysis and a recap for the previous week, at least just post-Packer game, and then we can have a dedicated episode just like this. Yeah. So we can double up on content and help our workflow. Yeah, exactly.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Well, do you want to start?
Dive straight into it?
Yeah, let's do it.
About the Packers recap?
All right, let's do that. Let me pull it up right here. I'm so prepared. Look how prepared I am.
Okay, I will start with who I'm most impressed by, and I think he might be just as good as Micah Parsons.
Big words.
Edgerrin fucking Cooper, bro.
Edgerrin Mike Cooper.
I mean, Micah had 8 pressures. What a guy, right? But he's also getting double teamed, so you got to respect his position. But because Micah's getting double teamed, Edgerrin Cooper has been a dog. He's got the most tackles on the team. He has the most TFLs on the team. I think we have a superstar on our hands at linebacker.
Oh, absolutely, and I agree. And I don't want to overshadow Edgerin's commitment or his output, but I really want to touch on Keisean Nixon because it's been the most pass breakups that a Green Bay Packer cornerback has had since Jair Alexander in 2018, the year he was drafted. So, I mean, we got prime Jair.
Yeah.
We got prime Jair. And I want to say my prediction about the cornerback room is holding up kind of nice right now.
Keisean's a good story, too.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that's it's a pretty cool thing going on that he's being cornerback 1 after just being named kick returner and not even on the defense to all the way to cornerback 1 and not being a kick returner. Pretty dope.
Yeah, I mean he's really shined year after year, and coming into this year now with the defense with obviously Micah Parsons and Edgerrin Cooper that are constantly putting pressure on the quarterback. He doesn't have to be solely relied on. I wouldn't say that he had that role in the past per se. I mean, Quay Walker was, he was inconsistent. Edgerrin Cooper was a rookie. Isaiah McDuffie just kind of had the mic and the helmet. He's kind of more of a run stopper than anything in the pass defense. But when it comes down to it, he has shown up time and time again, regardless of what the defensive schemes look like. Regardless of the defensive coordinator, regardless of this, what they're playing him as, whether if it's just, being in the nickel or on the outside. But he is my favorite to see. I wouldn't call it, an underdog for All Pro, but I think out of any of the Packer players that aren't an absolute given to win All Pro, I think Keisean Nixon definitely might get to at least second team this year.
Yeah, some dark horse all-pro candidate. I think that's good, but I think we also got to consider that our defense might be so good that he doesn't get that recognition.
This is also true. But I mean that pass breakup stat. I mean it's only nuts. It's only a matter of time when we don't face a massive playoff team that he just completely explodes. He's I could see him getting maybe 3 or 4 interceptions on the season.
Oh, I think
as a floor. No, that would be crazy. 3 to 4 interceptions as his floor this season, but I think he can definitely reach higher than that. But yeah, we were just talking about Micah Parsons with 8 pressures. He was a constant disruption on that defense. Bullard was great in the run game, against the run game, I should say.
Very happy with Javon Bullard so far.
I think he's going to be a guy that's going to be a hybrid between like a nickel roll to help with the run stop, because he's a fantastic tackler, very tough guy. He hits like a bull. Like he's absolutely fantastic in that regard. But when it comes to any deep shots, I don't trust him with a dime out of my pocket.
Yeah, he seems slow out there still. But being physical, very important part of the game, and I think he excels at that at a very elite tier. So I still got high upside on Javon Bullard, and we might have just had like the best last 2 years of drafts.
No, we definitely
have.
Like
that last two, maybe even 3 drafts have been pretty nuts.
Especially with Van Ness finally starting to come into his own.
Yeah.
And having that pressure relieved off of him. Like, yes, he is a first-round pick, and I think we definitely need to acknowledge that. But at the same time, with this rotational role where he doesn't necessarily need to play on the edge, I still think he can. He's been played in soft coverage last game, if I do remember properly. He's been able to be around the field. So like if we treat him like almost like a hybrid between all the positions, I think that's where he's going to stand out the most. I mean, he definitely held that role in training camp. He was rotating around different parts on the line and all that, and that mixes it up incredibly. Especially like, I can't remember who the Washington's offensive lineman was, but they were a rookie, and to have Rashawn Gary and LVN and Parsons in that cheetah package, being able to pick on those rookies and still having threats on the outside that can still swallow up room and collapse the pocket, it's an asset that I don't really think any other NFL team has at the moment, especially if he does thrive into that first-round pick potential that he's been praised to have, being named Hercules in his first day of training camp all these years past then. But yeah, so just again, defense, 4 sacks. It's fantastic, especially against a mobile quarterback. Granted, and I know this was towards the end of the game, but Jayden Daniels with a sprained knee, that's very unfortunate. I don't see him missing any time. But we held Washington for less than 5 yards per pass attempt, which is kind of crazy when you look at the weapons that they have on offense.
I mean, you look at the 5 yards per pass attempt, and then you look at the rushing yards.
Mm-hmm.
It's the rushing yards that is absolutely mind-blowing.
Yeah.
If you were to say that we would face the Lions and the Commanders in 2 weeks, and you would say that we combined held them less than 100 yards on rushing.
It's insane. It's absolutely insane.
The Lions were number 1 last year, and the Commanders were number 6. Wow.
Yeah. No, our defense is playing lights out, right?
It's unbelievable.
And I think everyone kind of gets this idea. I mean, people have been talking about Micah Parsons coming to town for a long time, and just obviously for the first 2 weeks, everyone's been looking at how outstanding the defense is. I think everyone's questions kind of come towards the offense. But getting into that segment, I think, if Jordan Love continues to play the game he is now, I mean, it's not MVP numbers by any stretch of the word. I mean, it's 292 yards, just shy of 300, 2 touchdowns and no interceptions. Like just from a touchdown perspective, like, and obviously it could be more, it's very, very, very serviceable. And I don't think there's a lot of quarterbacks that are really going beyond that.
He's on track for like 3,950 yards, 34 touchdowns, 0 picks.
Better than anything a Bears quarterback.
That's MVP's number right there. Wait, that might be more than 4,000 actually. I don't know what the math is because it's 17 games now. But
I mean, we'll see if Josh Allen continues to play like he has.
It's not,
Post-nose-break
he didn't
Josh
play
Allen.
that good last game. This game.
I think
James Cook though.
Yeah, well, I mean, James Cook is. We can get into that later.
Yeah.
He fleeced our dad in fantasy
Hi,
for
Dad.
James Cook.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dad.
Yeah, we say we fleeced him. I think it was actually like it could have ended up being more of an even trade down the stretch because, I mean, who did you trade for?
So I traded for James Cook and the Steelers defense, and I traded that with Matthew Golden, Aaron Jones, and the Packers defense, and I got that trade off. And I think he won with the defense.
Yeah.
Matthew Golden's got high upside now that Jayden Reed's out and Christian Watson's injured. I think he could have a lot of opportunities coming up, and I think Dad might even start him
Yeah. I mean, he might have to.
But then Aaron Jones got injured.
Yeah, he's on IR. So that's, I mean, it was kind of something that you look at and, you're not really surprised by by any stretch. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Aaron Jones. He's a great locker room presence. He is such a speedster. I mean, he's very underrated when it comes to those elusive running backs. But I mean, look at the years. He hasn't really played a full healthy season in a millennia.
Yeah, it's fair to say. And you gotta respect those type of people though, because I'm thinking like, how many times have Aaron Jones been injured? And he just rehabs through that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of pain.
Yeah, and then especially because he's getting up in age too. Like I can imagine that's only becoming more and more of an issue. So like,
how long is he on IR?
That's a good question. Well, it's obviously at least 4 weeks, but I think more details are yet to come in that respect. But I really wanted to go over arguably the best. I think he's the best player on our offense. Tucker Kraft. Having the most yards.
Josh Jacobs.
Disagree.
You're wrong.
Tucker Kraft having the most yards by a tight end on the Packers in a game since Richard Rodgers on that Hail Mary.
I know, pretty nuts. That stat's pretty crazy. The Hail Mary game, 70 yards of that being the Hail Mary.
Yeah.
But I think we need to recognize Josh Jacobs here. Isn't that his 10th consecutive game with a touchdown? And all of a sudden, Tucker Kraft goes off once. Which I'm not discrediting Tucker Kraft. I'm a big Tucker Kraft fan. We can actually go back and talk about how you thought Luke Musgrave was going to be better than Tucker Kraft.
Okay.
And I thought
there's
Tucker
a lot
Kraft
of
would be better.
context behind that. There's a lot of context behind that. I mean, you got to look at the targets. You got to look at the time that he's missed, the amount of time that he's spent in the system. I still think Luke Musgrave could be a great deep threat in a dual tight end setup. I don't think he's been given the proper opportunity to shine. He's been injured his first 2 seasons in almost a complete season. So until we see 2 full, or at least a full season, I'm not debating that he's better than Tucker anymore, but I also think that it's kind of going to be a situation where you got to have a little bit more information to make like a full-blown judgment that my prediction was wrong. So that's all I'm going to say. But
your prediction was wrong.
Josh Jacobs, no, fuck you. Josh Jacobs, 84 yards and a tutty.
23
very
carries.
Serviceable. This is a team that has been orchestrated to not require one person doing all the work. And I think last year you can kind of like take the opposite approach with that, looking at Josh Jacobs being leaned on so heavily, especially because Jordan Love wasn't able to be, mobile. And I think, and I'll go into Matthew Golden in a minute, but I think the biggest difference on our offense that not a lot of people are talking about is the difference that Golden and Savion Williams have. Okay, Savion, I feel like he's a gadget player that kind of replaced Christian Watson when it comes to those joker plays with the end arounds and all that. But the thing is, and I said this since Golden was drafted, and you can look at, so many other people have said it. I'm not preaching that this is an original thought. But Golden's best ability when it comes down to aiding the offense is his movement before the snap. With that acceleration and that speed and being able to work and play multiple different receiving spots on the field, you're giving Jordan Love an opportunity to help dissect the defense while also being ready on the play quicker than most other teams would be in that motion. So although he didn't have any production these last 2 weeks for the most part, and it has been kind of disappointing, I think people need to acknowledge that even though you're not seeing direct numbers from these people, they are aiding quite significantly when it comes to the speed.
They want the numbers though. They want the targets.
Well, of course they do. They're a wide receiver. Wide receivers.
You've seen the Matthew Golden turn his, social media profile black. I love that shit because
finally
they're
a wide receiver.
They're just fucking with the media, bro.
Yeah,
they're just like Giannis did the same thing, bro. Yeah. It's hilarious. It's hilarious because they'll go so crazy about it. They'll eat it up and nothing happens.
Yeah. I mean, if anyone's actually going to make a rash judgment like that within 2 games of their first NFL season, and he has no prior problems in college.
You must be Antonio Brown, bro.
No, he must be. The CTE is already kicking in.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think he'll definitely receive an uptick in productivity with Jayden Reed being out. I think that's a given. Speaking of Jayden Reed, I wanted to go over it. He, I believe, is a 35-yard touchdown.
Should have been a touchdown, bro.
I don't know if I have that in my notes. But he broke his collarbone, which is very unfortunate.
It was not a touchdown, but
well, I mean, it was held back.
Should have been a touchdown.
And guess who had the penalty? Fucking Anthony Belton.
Oh yeah. Was that holding? I think that one was holding.
Yeah, it was holding on Anthony Belton. I mean, it had to be if it's on Anthony Belton.
Yeah.
But so that kind of like transitions a little bit into our offensive line play that we had, considering that we had Aaron Banks and Zach Tom out, who are our highest paid starters on the offensive line. We had to bring in Kinnard, which I think actually replaced Anthony Belton halfway through the game and actually did pretty well. I might be talking out of my ass, but isn't Kinnard the guy that we got off the Eagles?
Don't know, unfortunately.
But so
don't got that type of ball knowledge. I don't know what our third string right guard is looking like.
All I know is that we have a guard on our team that's won a Super Bowl like every year in the last 4 years because of the teams he was on. But although Anthony Belton was an absolute bum, and I need to just put this out of the way. Any big man position is going to take a lot more time to develop than a skilled position, in my opinion.
Or not. It could be either one.
It could be, but it's usually not like a 1 or a 0 either. It can be quite tricky. I mean, you look at who am I thinking of? I mean, I'm blanking.
There's a lot of big mans that have good rookie seasons, though.
There are, but I think people are too harsh with too quickly. I mean, I would
argue against the fact. Oh yeah, for offensive line, I guess, because you got to adjust to the speed of the defense.
Yeah, and the technique is huge when it comes to transition between college and the NFL.
Yeah,
and especially with all the different move sets that pass rushers have these days. And I think something that we need to give props to is Washington's pass rush as well. I mean, they've been solid.
Yeah, but they have been. We didn't even have Zach Tom.
Exactly. So we didn't have Aaron Banks or Zach Tom.
Cooking their ass.
And Jordan Love wasn't. He for the most part had a clean pocket.
Good looks, Packers. Good looks on the depth, especially in the wide receiver depth. As sad as Jayden Reed's injury is, I would say that is our most stacked position. So. Not that worried. I'm
not worried either, but 10 penalties for 77 yards can be a game killer in the wrong situation.
And there was a situation towards the end of the game where Commanders could have came back, but we responded with a touchdown. And I'm thinking, like, this game should not have been even close because just how wildly dominant the Packers felt like they were.
Yeah.
I think there's some execution that we can change on offense.
I definitely agree. Although Jordan Love was fairly consistent.
He missed that ball, Matthew Golden in the end zone.
That was
a little underthrown.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
That was rough.
And obviously the one that was like straight down the field where he had just a wide open middle of the field shot. I mean, that one was pretty tough too. But again, I mean, the Packers have been number 1 in PFF grade over the last 2 weeks, which isn't surprising. And we nearly doubled Washington's yards per attempt the entire game.
Damn.
Yeah.
This is why the score shouldn't have even been within 9 points, to be honest.
It was like, it's the scoreboard watchers that are going to have the most opinions about this game that are against the Packers because, I mean, if you look all around, we kind of had a grasp on everything from time of possession to we had 2.
Which was not the case during the Lions game. I believe they had a lot more time of possession.
They did. So, like, I mean, it's like even that comparison alone kind of shows that we can excel in multiple different states of the game. But we had 2 90-plus yard drives that went for a touchdown this game. That's pretty fucking
that's pretty
insane.
Good.
That's I think that's a golden way of showing.
Golden.
A great way to show.
0 receptions.
It's a great way to show how dynamic our offense is and how much we can influence the clock and, I mean, really just the pace of the game.
Yeah.
And I think
thanks to Josh Jacobs.
Well, I agree. Like he's definitely up there. I'm just saying Tucker, he's had those splash plays. We got to see Josh Jacobs get bust open for a 20-plus yarder.
Could we say Jordan Love is the best player on our offense?
He's not.
But you see that truck, though?
That truck was awesome.
So and he is the best player on our offense.
Listen, you know what? I got to say this right fucking now, all right? Our quarterback's not a little bitch like Patty fucking Mahomes, who's, I'm going to run out of bounds. Yeah, no, but Jordan Love's going straight for your ass, and he's not fucking apologizing.
Yeah, that's true. The last week's truck was pretty cheesed by Patrick Mahomes, but he's had pretty good trucks in the past.
Yes. One thing I will say is that J Love needs to switch shoulders, what shoulder he's leading with.
It was a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah. So I am curious. I haven't seen much news coming down from what the offensive line's health is going to look like going into week 3. But it definitely will be interesting to see Jordan Morgan against Myles Garrett.
Yeah, I don't know. I think this game is going to be a lot closer than people think. I think the Browns defense is pretty fucking good.
No, the Browns defense are going to be fantastic, but the Packers defense I think will fall.
I think the Browns might not score a touchdown this game. And if they do, it's going to be some cheese-ass fourth quarter shit that the Lions did and the Commanders did. You guys aren't good. We're better. Just get over it.
I mean, we can look at the offensive weapons. I mean, they got Jerry Jeudy, who I think, he's good, but I think Nixon will definitely lock him down. Edgerrin Cooper will definitely have David Njoku over the middle of the field.
I mean, Joe Flacco is going to get sacked 8 times. Yeah. It's going to be elder abuse. It's going to be criminal. They probably got to lock up the Packers defense after week 3 because you can't hit a 40-year-old man that many times not pay the consequences.
No, you can't. And I think, with the only real threat that we could really face is, I don't know, I can't even say that. I'm just trying to not be biased. But Keisean Judkins, he's in the lineup. He had a little bit of performance last week. But if we're holding Sonic and Knuckles down for less than 100 or less than less than 50 yards in week 1, I believe. And Bill Krosky Merritt to under 50 yards, I think we'll be fine.
Bill Krosky is such a good name. Whoever told him to call himself Bill, you deserve a lot of respect. Because that's hilarious.
He thinks that it sounds like Bill Cosby, and I don't.
It's literally one letter different.
Isn't it Krosky? Croskett?
It's Krosky. It's Krosky.
I think
it's literally one. It's literally one letter, and for you to say it doesn't. How is that a reach?
I think it's a reach.
It's one letter, and then it's Bill Cosby. How is that a reach?
I think it's a.
It definitely sounds like Bill Cosby.
I don't know. I think it might just be you.
I didn't know he would be such a good running back in the league. Bill Cosby.
Oh, yeah. No, his name's Bill. He goes by Bill. He's going to bulldoze your ass. Yeah. Except when the Packers are playing, obviously. Before we take intermission, I wanted to go over some of the notable injuries across the NFL. J.J. McCarthy with a high ankle sprain. I think it's collusion. I think it's fake. I think they just want Carson Wentz to go ball out and become
that's hilarious.
The MVP they know he can be.
Isn't that what? Yeah, I've heard people say that too. That's funny, and it's probably true. Carson Wentz with O'Connell is O'Connell. Yeah, Kevin O'Connell gonna go crazy. Carson Wentz throwing 3 touchdowns to Justin Jefferson a game.
That's what you want. That's what you want.
The bare minimum, I think.
But yeah, J.J. McCarthy is likely out for 2 to 4 weeks. He's week to week, and they signed Desmond Ridder as reinforcement. I know, big names. We got Jayden Reed.
Who's the reinforcement for the Saints?
They got fucking what's his bitch ass?
Oh yeah,
Tyler Shutt.
Wow. Oh yeah, he's not starting.
Tyler Shuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he Rattler
did pretty good this week too.
He did. I listen. We'll go into this when we talk about waiver wire pickups for week 3. But I was debating between trying to make a move for Wan'Dale Robinson, who I ended up, putting in a request for, or Rashid Shaheed, and I'm like, man, I can't rely.
Shaheed.
Sam, one of the, one of them.
If you either rely on Russell Wilson in 2025, or you rely on.
It's crazy. It's a crazy concept.
Spencer Rattler.
Yeah.
So you got 2 choices there.
Yeah. So which one do you depend on having a good week to week performance?
But 450 yards is nothing to joke about. Kind of some elite numbers right there. I can't believe that.
So Jayden Reed, broken collarbone. He's going to be out until at least November, which is very unfortunate. But I think something that we need to take in consideration. So week 5, we have a bye, and then we face Cincinnati the next week. That next week is, the bye week is when Christian Watson can come off the PUP. So he'll have a week to get into practice and all that, and he has the potential to come back week 6. But we did give him that extra contract extension to make sure that he's not rushing back onto the field just to get re-injured again for the 80th time. So we'll see how that goes. I really have confidence in the fact that Savion Williams can really work on the end arounds and be that joker player. Even though I see him as a lot more than that, I think that it's going to take time before he's aligned within a purely wide receiver-based role. But Golden will definitely get a lot more production out of that. And then so we got Joe Burrow, grade 3 turf toe, which requires surgery and is expected to miss 3 months. And this guy had him on it.
And I drafted him in the 4th round, which I knew was too early, and I'm like, should have waited for Baker. Anyway, I named my team Joey B's Cartel. Yep. And now it's Drake May season.
And he doesn't have Drake May officially yet off of waiver wire.
Hey, in about 3 hours, bro, I'm gonna have Drake May in my roster.
I guess we'll see.
Unless you claimed him, you're a dickhead.
I won't do that. I was thinking about it. But
are you above me on the waiver anyway?
I don't know. No, I don't think so. Trying to see Joey Porter Jr. He's questionable for the upcoming game. But yeah, that's about it. Welcome back,
everybody.
It wasn't even that funny the first time.
It was pretty funny the first time.
Thank you. I came up.
And it was funny the second time as well. Hello, everybody.
Yeah, I caught you out there. I caught you lacking, as the kiddos say.
That's what all the kids say.
The kiddos be saying that these days.
I catch you lacking.
All right, buddy. We're done with that. All right, so welcome back. We have some fantasy that we want to talk about. Overall, this week was a bit lackluster. We both lost. It was, in other words, the worst thing to happen on American soil ever.
No, or maybe even like just soil.
I mean, definitely pre 9/11 for sure. I really don't want to overstate this, but this could be the worst thing that humans have ever conducted or experienced.
I agree. I think so.
It has all the elements. It has romance. It has terror. It has trauma and injury and just overwhelming amount of depression. Just pure and utter depression.
I don't know if I'll bounce back, to be honest. I got James Cook, though. So.
No, he's got James Cook.
I got James Cook.
I didn't know that Derrick Henry put in his PTO request this week. Because from what I fucking saw, he wasn't on the goddamn field.
Yeah. Yeah, he was just not that good. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think you should trade him to me.
Yeah, Matt texted me. He's
give you AJ Brown.
Matt texted me saying, like, yeah, you must have heard when everyone called him old. He might have just had age catch up with him. Like,
yeah, it finally happened.
Yeah, it finally happened.
The week after that Bills game, he's old as hell now.
It is interesting, though. Like, it's going to be interesting to see how that does impact Josh Jacobs in the run game. Granted, I don't think. No. I mean, I'm just talking about like how the Browns held Derrick Henry to 23 yards.
Oh yeah, I don't think that's. It's really good, but I don't think that's repeatable. I don't think Josh Jacobs is going to be held to that level of yards.
Yeah, we'll see if we integrate him more into the pass game. I think that's where he really shines, when he's like, actually finding open field.
That's some Emmanuel Wilson, Chris Brooks activities.
It could be. It definitely could be. But yeah, I'll go over my performance. I lost 93.5 to 118.2.
Really
Fuck you. The biggest underperformer is obviously Derrick Henry, but in terms of the biggest disappointment, Cortland Sutton had 1 reception for 6 yards. This guy is a big Cortland Sutton hater. I don't get it. He's clearly Bo Nix's number 1 target until Troy Franklin decided to hog all the damn targets like a little bitch.
It's just because Cortland Sutton's not that good. That's literally just my conclusion. I watch him play, and I'm like, this guy is not a wide receiver 1. He's not a wide receiver 1. Zaire Franklin is better, and I actually will pick him up off of waivers this weekend.
He's like, hold on, I gotta pick. Oh, hold on, I gotta pick up him right now.
But last week I also lost, unfortunately, 104 to 135.
That's tough.
I mean, in a week where AJ Brown's booty cheeks again, so he's being benched for week 3.
I'll trade him to you for Jayden Higgins.
And Joe Burrow got injured, so I ended up dropping him for
Drake May. Allegedly. Hopefully. One of the bright spots I did want to actually. Okay, one more thing. Broncos defense. How in the hell do you go from the number 1 ranked defense and having arguably some of the best the best corners in the league to getting me -5 points? Listen, okay. All right, timeout, guys. Timeout. All right, listen.
Because they're bad.
As a fantasy coach, you really got to bring your guys together, and you gotta remind them why they started playing in the first place. So listen, Cortland Sutton, great friend of the show, actually. I mean, I just got done talking to him.
I'm not his friend, but
I was mostly screaming at him over voicemail for the entirety
3.5 hour long voicemail.
Well, that's a hyperbole. It was only like 10.5 minutes. But I was screaming at most of the time. I actually was supposed to stand up at my best friend's wedding, but my voice was too hoarse from screaming at Cortland Sutton.
I need you to realize that that's not a game where Bo Nix is doing bad. That's a game where he throws 3 touchdowns and 200 and some yards.
Okay, listen, again, I'm going to bring it back. here. You got to bring your guys together, right? And you got to kind of think about it like you're beating your kids. Okay, so in Fortnite.
Okay, yeah.
Please, we need advertisers. We would love your
Fortnite?
money.
Oh, my God.
Fortnite.
That's what I spent half of my life on.
Dude, this guy's getting, I mean, if he sold... If he sold his skins right now, he sold his account.
Could pay rent.
This guy would not be living in this apartment. He'd be up in the Playboy Mansion right now.
Yeah, no, up there in Beverly Hills.
I don't know if that's where the Playboy Mansion is.
I don't know that either. I have no clue where that is at all. But Beverly Hills is pretty rich, right?
All right. So listen up, team. Okay. Listen up. So you got to bring your guys together, and you got to think of it. You got to think of it almost like. You're not disappointed in them. You know that they can do better, but team, listen, gather around. We're all on one knee. We're all holding each other. We're all holding each other. Like kind of, not like this around the shoulders. You need to be a little bit more intimate. You kind of have to like cup their necks, cup their esophagus a little bit, and like maybe you do some gentle rubbing on the earlobes because that brings up the sensitivity in the discussion. Right, and by doing so, you open yourself up in this vulnerability to be able to, really get to the guys. Okay, and I don't need to mention that we're all butt booty naked during this.
Should I demonstrate how to do it?
No, we can't do that right now.
No demonstrations.
No, because I don't want other fantasy teams in our league to be able to see that.
Yeah,
I trust
they
you.
They can't watch our practices.
I mean, I trust you. Exactly. It's like, is that plane flying over? Is that Spygate? No. I'll leave my sensual massages with my team to myself and my boys, all oiled up, butt booty naked,
your boys
in a steam room.
In a steam room.
Yes.
Man, that sounds like the life. Who wouldn't want all their boys butt booty naked, oiled up?
Welcome back.
Yeah, he had to take a massive shit. But we're back, so
I need to come forward. I need to be honest with you. You remember when I was talking about the oiled up guys in
yeah.
Sorry, it just makes me emotional. You remember when I was talking about those oiled up guys in this room?
That was getting steamy.
You remember that?
I do.
Well, I wasn't taking a shit.
What were you doing in the bathroom then? And what does the oiled up dudes have to do with anything? What are you doing?
I did it, Cayden. I did it. What did you do? I did it.
Oh, shit.
I rallied my team to get a dub this week. That's what I fucking did.
That's cap.
Right after we had a centipede.
No, he did. He bribed them with oiled up dudes from the sauna. If you win this week, if you do good this week, you get an
unlimited oiled up dudes from the sauna.
Yeah.
Any sauna you want. Except any of them in Cleveland. They don't allow NFL players anymore.
Yeah, or Baltimore.
Yeah, no Baltimore either. Yeah, those are just I can't speak for their service, let alone their reputation.
The reason why his name's Justin Tugger. Because he's tugged his shit.
Okay, so we have a segment right here. I wanted to just go over the fantasy football waiver wire ranking list, and this is per everyone's handicap, ChatGPT. Number one, Wan'Dale Robinson. That's who I'm trying to get him this week. I'm kind of in the middle of the pack in terms of the waiver wire, so we'll see if we'll pick him up.
I think that one's a little weird though, because like you again. Malik Neighbors obviously wide receiver 1, but you're also relying on Russell Wilson to throw the ball enough, which I again against the Cowboys he looked insane, but I don't think that's consistent.
I mean, he had really elite target share over the last 2 weeks, and if Russ goes down the shitter, I know Jackson Dart's gonna know who the real number 1 is when Wan'Dale is on my fantasy team.
Yeah.
Next up, obviously Troy Franklin. He was absolutely phenomenal in this last game.
How many catches did Cortland?
Doesn't fucking matter.
How many yards did he have? How many touchdowns?
It doesn't fucking matter.
How many touchdowns?
It doesn't fucking matter.
Zaire Franklin have? I think it does because
Troy Franklin.
Troy Franklin. Who's Zaire?
You don't even know who it is. You don't even know who I'm talking about.
Mr. Franklin.
Number 3, Danny Mother-Lovin' Dimes. This guy,
I think he picked him up.
Has proven why he's going to be the league's MVP. He's going to be the most valuable player in the year 2025/2026 season. Mark my words.
Okay, well, this is pure delusion. But, like, imagine betting on Daniel Jones becoming MVP at the beginning of the season and it hits.
Wow.
You just made millions.
You're only like 16 hands of blackjack away from being Elon Musk at that point.
You are Elon Musk at that point. Just put $10 on that bitch and you're a billionaire.
Basul Tootin on the Jaguars. He's just going to be the next handicap, the next cuff behind Etienne. I mean, he's only had one good week. I think they just wanted to get him in the system. I think he'll be a solid pickup. I don't see him being like much better than a Trey Benson for example, which I reluctantly did drop, and I kind of wish I didn't. I did think about that kind of partway through the season, but I dropped him before week 1. It just came down to me not having full confidence in the Cardinals, which I don't think is an irrational thing to think.
They're 2-0 though.
Yeah, they're 2-0, and I think they might play for a wild card contention.
Yeah, but
sure.
That was also like the easiest 2-game streak.
Hey, who knows? With a little bit of confidence under your belt,
Who did they play week 1? I don't even remember. Anyway, 2-0. 10 teams are undefeated, including the Packers. We'll keep an eye on that. I hope the Packers are the last one.
Yeah. You've been blessed.
Excuse me.
But stop doing that.
I know.
Stop doing that.
It's messing up the audio.
It's messing up the audio.
I gotta check out myself. This is not okay.
Unbelievable. Did you want to take it away?
Take it away.
Yeah.
Sure.
He's well prepared, ladies and gentlemen.
I am.
So
trust
while
me.
he's getting his things together,
like
I
you.
wanted to go over our sponsor for today's video. We have Dude Wipes, but it's not actually the Dude Wipes. It's another content creator, not on the YouTube platform or really any.
It's OnlyFans. This is
We're not allowed to
creator.
say. We're not allowed to
sorry.
say the brand name,
Fuck.
Cayden.
Shit.
God damn it! Did you not read the fucking contract?
It's a website of non-specific origin that might have some sexual activities involved. You might.
Anyway, this
Okay.
guy has really niche content. If you're really into dudes wiping, please check him out. Dude_wipes_69 XX_. The handle was taken. He has been the absolute best when it comes to dude wiping content. However, I've seen the other guys. I've seen them around when I'm with my homies all oiled up in the steam room. They're not cutting it.
They're not cutting it.
They're not cutting it.
Doesn't work.
Thank you, Dude Wipes, for sponsoring today's episode. Anyways,
All
back
right.
to your regularly scheduled program.
So I wanted to talk because this NFL week has been pretty nuts overall in the just like NFL games. You know, the games that I thought would be dog shit ended up being quite amazing games to watch. Like very underrated game this week because, you know, so many good games were going on. It was 49ers and Saints. Surprisingly competitive.
Yeah.
You know, entertaining relatively. Saints still dog shit, so no surprise there.
Yeah.
Jaguars Bengals close game as well, entertaining, and it was Jake Browning versus Trevor Lawrence, the matchup we all want to see.
Exactly. I mean, when I saw Trevor Lawrence sprinting 4 yards down past the line of scrimmage and still throw it, I knew that guy had that dog in him. He was willing to do the things that all the other quarterbacks wouldn't do, and I think that really sets him apart when it comes to all these other quarterbacks. So I think Trevor Lawrence, second running in the MVP race this season.
Can't wait to see Carson Wentz and Jake Browning face off next week. That's gonna be an elite showdown.
Dude, that's gonna be some prime time showing right there. Absolutely.
And we glossed over this, but probably the best game of this week so far in the season probably is the Giants and Cowboys. That was a shootout that nobody expected.
Brandon Aubrey got me 24 points that game, or 23 points. Thank you, dog. I knew I drafted you for a reason, and I drafted you after Dad drafted Jesse Bates.
Yeah, I can't. The Giants have no running game. I'm sorry. I just don't see them succeeding in the NFL. I mean,
maybe in college.
Yeah, Cowboys defense is dog shit. They should pick up like an end or a left outside linebacker.
I just feel like they are one explosive defensive player away.
Oh, they picked up Jadeveon Clowney though.
Oh, that's right. You know, no, I think he might
he'll fix the
season.
defense.
I think he will.
Yeah.
I think they just really needed that one star, and I think an edge rush, especially one that's as high of a caliber as Jadeveon Clowney. I mean, when you see how many teams this guy's been on, everyone wants him. Everyone wants him.
Yeah,
so like
clearly.
that. I mean, you got a superstar talent
Being passed around like a sorority girl.
and I mean he's young. He was drafted in 2014. You could.
Was it even?
I think so.
I don't know.
I think so. I
remember.
might be wrong, but he's a spry young guy. He's a spry young guy. You could put him in the system, and you could really say, you know what? You're not quite Micah Parsons. We
Not
never
quite.
would have a Micah Parsons, but if we could ever have the opportunity to have a Micah Parsons, this is as close as we could possibly get to having a Micah Parsons.
For sure.
So I think at the end of the day, Jerry Jones knows exactly what he's doing.
He got ball knowledge that we don't, clearly.
Jerry Jones knows more balls than I have
Balls.
in that oiled up steam room.
That's a lot of balls, too.
Man, and I have like 11 cameras in that bitch. I know how many balls, and there are a lot more than you would think.
Broncos-Colts game was pretty
Broncos-Colts
far.
going to be actually pretty.
I mean, and then just an elite game all around until the very end, where it was a 60-yard field goal for the Colts, and they shank it wide right, and they call a leverage call Broncos D line, and I watched the play, and sure there is leverage, but you should not call that.
The play hasn't that hasn't been called in a millennia, and it's funny because I watched the Chargers game after that, and I watched the exact same thing happen. And
every single play,
every single time,
every single play. It's just like, I think leverage is, the rule by itself is that you can't use a offending or a defensive player or your own team player to leverage yourself upwards to block a field goal.
Yeah.
But everyone does that every play, so I don't understand.
It's like that was what people did instead of literally jumping over the line and risking breaking people's necks.
I think it was more, because, you got to call it if it's very, very obvious, where you're jumping off of a person. But I think the Broncos deserve to win that one. I think they should be 2-0.
I also want your quick opinion on how the Eagles have been doing the tush push this last week.
I don't like it.
I mean, obviously, when you have a very, 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 very obvious false start and you still let it run anyways, I feel like that's borderline publicity. That's borderline clout chasing on the NFL's perspective because they know we're going to talk about it.
There's so much around the tush push that it just shouldn't be a play in the league. 1, it's not entertaining. 2, it's cheese, right? Okay, cool, you push. 3, you can't see what the fuck's going on. So you can't even tell if he's got the first down. Mm. So it's just a pile of dudes, which, I'm not complaining.
Shit.
Pile of dudes. In the steam room?
Oiled up.
But I think the Packers were onto something with trying to ban that tush push.
Yeah, I mean, I never really saw a problem with it. I think if you really wanted to be excellent on defense, you wouldn't have allowed it to kind of occur in the first place. And
I mean, a 3rd and 1, a 4th and 1 is going to occur in a game. It's just gonna. And that's a guaranteed first. And it's not even I'll see plays where I'm pretty sure Jalen Hurts is down before the line, and since he's in the middle of this pack, you have no clue. You have no clue where he is.
I'm definitely in the committee that believes that the tush push should be allowed if it's done.
They need more restrictions
within the rules
because they're also
an obvious false start.
Offsides too. They're offsides. Their helmet is way past the ball. They're offsides and they're jumping on. It's just what are we doing?
It's going to be interesting to see how it goes, and I'm sure that Nick Sirianni is going to call it as much as humanly possible before it's banned, because it's getting to the point now where you are in blatant violation of the rules, and there's probably going to be having some kind of revote on that whole the whole thing.
I want to talk about the most disappointing game this week was the Eagles and Chiefs. I mean, when you expect Super Bowl matchup, you expect a matchup of athleticism and talent and genius. Yeah, they fucking sucked. It was so boring. And then Jalen Hurts 100 throwing yards,
just barely over that. Yeah.
Barely. Patrick Mahomes missing lots of throws.
And Travis Kelce being a little goo goo gaga bitch baby.
That was hilarious. I have Travis Kelce in one of my fantasy teams. How are you going to scream at
your coach and have that level of diva in you and still drop the ball when it's your time to shine?
Yeah, you have no one to yell at but yourself now. You can't fucking loser.
Unbelievable. Man,
go back to
I actually heard a very, very intriguing rumor that his poor performance is due to Taylor Swift forcing him to quit Zins.
Why the fuck would she do that?
I don't know what the fuck her problem is. You got to take every edge that you can.
Pop some Zins, Travis Kelce.
Dude, this guy's going to show up to the next game
Super Bowl without your Zins.
As many Zins as he's got teeth. I promise you that right now.
32 Zins.
He's going to be on Jupiter.
Projectile vomiting everywhere, but he has the ball in the end zone, so it's fine.
Nicotine sickness is scared of this man.
But yeah, that was a disappointing game. I mean, to be fair, I don't remember the last time I was entertained by a Chiefs game.
No,
that honestly, shit is so boring. I mean, I miss Tyreek Hill. I need that deep ball.
We'll see if they trade for him back because they really don't have any deep threat right now.
No, it just sucks. It sucks to watch the Chiefs without any explosive plays. It's so methodical.
Having Hollywood Brown or Juju as your number one option are not really great options. I mean, there's a reason why they found their way to the Chiefs in the first place.
Juju's still in the league is insane.
Crazy.
Giants are going to beat the Chiefs this weekend, by the way.
I think that'll be a really good upset.
That'd be hilarious. The Chiefs starting 0-3.
In my pick'em league, I did pick the Chiefs to win, but I really want the Giants to win.
You got it. I mean, 0-2 though, pretty scary.
It's a good feeling.
It's a good feeling.
It's a good feeling to be
an NFL fan.
Literally
anyone but a Chiefs fan.
Astronomically better than the Chiefs right now.
Oh man,
it feels godly.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Jordan Love is better than Patrick Mahomes right now. And that's just undebatable.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes has not been good in the last season and 2 games.
Yeah. No, I agree with that.
And people need to start talking about how he's washed, I think.
Or we need to start talking about
Rodgers treatment.
Yeah, no. Man has no supporting cast around him. He just has his defense that's carrying
and
his
Travis
ass.
Kelce.
Also, shout out Chris Jones for also being a little diva bitch and being like, you didn't get 100 yards. And I'm like, bro, you lost the game. Shut the fuck up and go home.
I want to stand home. I want to stand by Chris Jones on this one. What the fuck is he supposed to do? That defense was locking down Eagles all night. The running game wasn't doing anything, and they still somehow won. Like, as Chris Jones, I understand the frustration, and I understand the comment. Because you have to win that game.
You can't. You can't like go to the opposing team and then start shit talking them after you lost. Though that's a conversation you have internally, and you got to figure that out.
It's kind of funny though. I mean, I think. You only have 100 yards. Shut the fuck up. You lost the game, bitch.
No, that shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
Shut your ass up. That was insane. But did you have anything else?
No, I think we covered everything out for the week. Other than the Vikings getting shit on. Oh, yeah, and obviously the Lions-Bears game, that made the Packers look good.
Yeah, I don't need to talk about that. Amon-Ra St. Brown was on the other fantasy team. Man, decided to be an all-time great like the rent was due. But,
5 touchdowns from Jared Goff.
Insane. They just didn't let off the gas pedal. I loved it.
Yeah, no, well, I mean, there was a 4th and goal at like 6 minutes left in the 4th, and they were already up by 30-plus points.
Yeah.
And they go for the touchdown rather than the field goal.
Yeah, and I think this really is another sign, like another thing that Packers fans can look at and just have an extra layer of confidence that like maybe they weren't on their game week 1, but when you look at how many points this Bears team that I still think they have a decent defense, like how many points they let up when it came down to this. I mean,
I don't know how they cooked them so bad, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't expect a 52-point performance.
Yeah, that was crazy, and I'm really excited to see how we stack up facing our division rivals going forward. But
last thing, Vikings suck ass. So nothing, not really.
Carson Wentz will help them rebound. Don't worry, Carson Wentz is the GOAT.
That JJ McCarthy game was actually like one of the worst quarterbacking games I've ever watched.
It was pretty bad.
Not looking good for JJ McCarthy though. It looks injury prone. He doesn't, look poised.
You gotta give him.
He doesn't look poised though. That's kind of major.
I don't know.
Like, I mean, even when Jordan Love was throwing his 3 picks against Vegas, which is haunting my memory still, like that's like his worst game.
Yeah.
He still looked confident back there. JJ McCarthy looked terrified as fuck.
Yeah, but also Jordan Love was in the system for 4 years at that point. JJ's only been in the system for 1 year.
2 years.
There's so many different things that you can look at and make comparisons of, and like I get it, but I really think JJ has the talent to overcome any of these struggles. I think it's going to come down to the mental game, and I think his expectations are far too high, and I've said that from the very beginning. I mean, I was watching the Paul Farrington show, and I shit you not, I actually wanted to bring this up to you the other day. But before week 1, Paul, the main host, he was like, when you think about these kind of guys and you see what's coming out of training camp, you can't really think of anyone but a comparison between him and Tom Brady. I'm like, bro, no
what?
Way. Yes.
Is it because of Michigan or?
I mean, it was a mixture of that and like basically everything that was coming out of training camp and how everyone was hyping him up. He got so, and it's funny, Ziggy and Jack immediately shut his ass down right after saying that.
JJ McCarthy is, well, let's just say the next Tom Brady.
He's going to give the Vikings enough Super Bowls to finally fill a trophy case. That's funny. That's
not gonna happen.
That's probably
delusion.
That's the
Good
worst
luck,
joke
Vikings
I had this
fans.
season.
You got another 15
no,
years.
Y'all are cooked.
Of poverty.
But, yeah.
or you're just gonna win 14 games and lose in the first round. You're still not gonna get the 1 seed.
It's the destiny. It's destiny.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode of Titletown Tonight. We really appreciate if you stuck around to this part of the video.
Yes.
We have fun, and we have more and more fun every time we record. We feel more comfortable. And more confident with this. So we hope you stick around for the next episode. Go Pack Go, and we'll talk to you later.
All right.
Bye. I've been meaning to tell you this for a long time. But you remember when I was talking about all those butt booty naked oiled up men in the steam room? Hold on. No, I can redo. I got it. I'm actually gonna get this. Yeah.
He had to take a massive shit. So.
Okay. Cayden, fuck. No. We got it.
Stop laughing, you little bitch. It's not that funny.
All right, welcome back.
Christian had to take a massive shit, so.
Okay, one more time. I gotta take a deep breath. All right, welcome back.
Yeah, Christian had to take a massive shit, so we're back.
Okay. I don't know how to say this to you. I've been meaning to say that for a long time, and this comes from a place of sincerity and wanting to be transparent and open and honest. Have something to admit, something that I've kind of held on to for a long time.